Members should also endeavor to see him in the office at your own convenience to celebrate with him as well. Petitions. Any member with petition? Or is it petition-free day? Honorable Okonta. So we're waiting for you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Chris Nkwanta, and I represent the good people of Okwa East and West Federal Constituency in Abia State. Mr. Speaker, I have a petition from the chambers of Madoka and Company. This petition is about illegal killing and murder of Mr. Precious Chiedozie James, assassination attempt on the lives of Chief Enyeribe Henry James, Nurse Vivian Obuji, and Obina Francis Oberenwa, constant threat of life, intimidation, abduction, arrest, and continuous harassment of my constituents in Owaza community by men suspected to be DSS in Port Harcourt zone. Mr. Speaker, this petition is signed by Madoka Bishop on behalf of the Owaza community. With your kind permission and without boring you this morning, I'd like to lay this petition before the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? No? Honorable Joy, until tomorrow, Abi. Thank you. So this petition is referred to the Committee on Public Petition for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, we have a motion coming from the one and only House Leader. With your kind permission, we'll recognize him to move for your consideration, a motion he deems to be of urgent public importance.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm Professor Julius Ihanvere, ON, Owan Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Edo State, and I have a motion of urgent public importance brought under Rule 8, Order 8, Rule 5.2, on the urgent need for federal government intervention in ERA, Ake, and other communities in our East local government area affected by flood and windstorm. Mr. Speaker, the House knows with concern the unprecedented flooding disaster that affected AKK, ERA. Oh, Mr. Speaker.
I thought the leader is using his powers as the House Leader to approve on behalf of the House. So any seconder to the first leg? Honorable Fage.
Mr. Speaker,
distinguished
honorable colleagues, my name is Barrister Muhammad Bello Shehu, representing the people of Fage Federal Constituency. I'm from Kano State. I rise to second the first leg of the motion as moved by our leader. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is it. Second leg, Honorable Alims. Second in your own interest.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker, my distinguished honorable colleagues. Abdullah Ibrahim Halims is my name. I'm from Kogi State. I rise to second the motion, the second leg of the motion, as ably moved by my boss. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is it. Leader of the House, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. As I said, this motion is about some disaster in Owan East local government area. The House notes with concern the unprecedented flooding disaster that affected AKK area and massive windstorm that affected Ake, Amoya, Otuo, other communities in Owan East local government area of Edo State, resulting in widespread destruction of homes, infrastructure, including a bridge in AKK, farmlands, and livelihoods. Also knows that the affected communities have been plunged into total darkness as a result of the flood that pulled down electric poles and damaged almost all the solar street lights. Recognizes that the affected communities are in dire need of emergency assistance, including relief, food and medical materials, and reconstruction of damaged infrastructure. Acknowledges the efforts of the Edo State government, the minority leader of the Edo State House of Assembly, and the local government council in responding to the disaster, but notes that the magnitude of the disaster requires additional support from the federal government. Resolves to one, urge the federal government to one, mandate the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to provide immediate relief materials, including food, water, blankets, mats, shelter, and medical supplies to the affected communities, or the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs to urgently respond to the needs of the people of Ekekeira, Ake, Amoya, Otuo, and other communities affected in Owan East local government area. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? I saw the hands of Ambassador the other time. Let me recognize you this time around.
Thank you, the People's Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Honorable Ambassador Daniel Asma, and I represent the people of Basa Jos North Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to second the motion ably moved. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on National Emergency and Disaster Preparedness for further legislative action. The next motion is coming from Rep. Akintinde Rotimi, Jr. If Honorable Rotimi is around, please can you rise and move your motion?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Akitunde Rotimi Jr. I represent the good people of Ekiti North 1 Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, which comprises the Kole and Oye local governments. Mr. Speaker, I rise on Order 8, Rule 5, to seek the leave of the House to present this motion of urgent public importance on the outbreak of diphtheria in King's College, Lagos. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Shagaya.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Respected colleagues, I remain Honorable Mukhtar Tolani Shagaya, representing Nigerians, starting from Ilorin West, Asa, Federal Constituency of Kwara State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the first leg of the motion as ably moved by my friend and colleague, Honorable Rotimi. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Second leg of the motion. Honorable Badao.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Badao Ahmed Yusuf. I represent Shannon Ogoy Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleague, I'm from Kano State. I stand to second the motion heavily raised, second line of the motion heavily raised by my honorable colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Rotimi, proceed, please.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. It's a very heavy heart as an alumnus.
Chair, Waive.
As an alumnus of King's College, Lagos, to present this motion of urgent public importance. The House notes with deep concern the outbreak of diphtheria in the boarding house of King's College, Victoria Island Annex, a federal government-owned institution, which has regrettably resulted in the demise of a 12-year-old student and the hospitalization of several others. The House also notes that from week 19 of 2022 to week 4 of 2025, there were 24,804 confirmed cases of diphtheria across 25 states in Nigeria, according to data from the NCDC. Also concerned that the unfortunate incident exposes significant lapses in infection prevention and control measures in federal unity colleges and underscores the Federal Ministry of Education's responsibility to ensure the health and safety of students in its institutions. Acknowledges the prompt intervention of the Lagos State government in activating Emergency Operations Committee, isolating and treating affected students, and initiating a mass vaccination campaign to contain the spread of the disease. Mr. Speaker, I'll just abridge and go straight to the prayers. The House resolves to urge the Federal Ministry of Education to take immediate and decisive measures to strengthen health and safety protocols in all federal unity colleges, with particular attention to addressing the situation in King's College, Lagos. Mandate the House Committees on Health and Basic Education to engage with relevant agencies, including the NCDC, to assess and enhance infection prevention and emergency response measures in federal schools. To call upon the Federal Ministry of Health, the NPHCDA and NCDC to intensify diphtheria vaccination and awareness campaigns in schools across the country to prevent future outbreaks in our schools. Direct the Federal Ministry of Education to undertake an urgent and comprehensive review of health infrastructure in unity colleges and establish a clear and effective framework for responding to infectious disease outbreaks in educational institutions. Lastly, I'd like to request that the House observes a minute silence in honor of the deceased student and extend the heartfelt condolences to his family and the King's College Lagos community. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Any seconder? Any seconder to this? The chair, electoral.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Prince Bayo Balogun, member
Election
representing the
matters,
Bejuleki Federal
electoral
Constituency.
matters.
I'm from Lagos State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my colleague on the issue of the death in King's College, Lagos. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. This motion is referred to the Committees on Basic Education and Health Services for further legislative action. The last but not the least is a motion coming from Honorable Cesis Olasuwen Wingan. If Honorable Wingan is around, please can you kindly... You are not ready? Okay, this motion is stepped down by the leave of the House. Honorable members, the first business of the day is presentation of 21 bills. I now invite the clerk to read their short titles. Oh, sorry, before then, clerk, you want to say something? Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, our own quintessential speaker with substantial values. Distinguished honorable colleagues and the House, I'm Right Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka. I speak for the entire Nigerians, but I'm lucky to come from the Iweko Federal Constituency. I'm from the fastest growing economic state in Nigeria. Obviously, I'm from Ogun State. Mr. Speaker, I rise not just alone, but in unison, together with my other colleagues, 7 of them, who are members of this House chamber from Ogun State. And I'm speaking on their behalf together to appreciate what Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who has just adopted and taken over through the federal government of Nigeria the Tai Solarin University of Education in Ijegun, Ogun State. Words alone, Mr. Speaker, aren't apt enough to describe the gratitude, the happiness of the entire sons and daughters of Ogun State, because this is so significant to the extent that in the entire Nigeria, we have only 3 federal universities. 2 hitherto, one Albani Koku, and the other one Adeyemi in Ondo State. Making a third one, the Citadel, built, constructed, and being managed since 20 years ago, established in the year 2005. Mr. Speaker, we convey under your leadership the appreciation of Ogun State to the President. Consequently, you know, when you want to adopt a child, if the child is of Kwanshoko and is not healthy, you probably may not be able to go near the child. We want to appreciate our governor, Prince Akpo Abiodun, who has nurtured that institution so well and managed it to the extent that it became attractive to the federal government for adoption. This is the submission from Ogun State Caucus of this Hallowed Chamber. Thank you very much for granting us this floor, Mr. Speaker. We appreciate you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. Sorry, I remember the last motion, one of the prayers was to observe a minute silence, so please, shall we rise for a minute silence, please?
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, Chartered Institute for Medical Dialysis Studies of Nigeria, Ole Isoko, South Local Government Area, Delta State Bill 2025. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. National Tourism Development Corporation Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. National Palm Oil and Cassava Production Processing and Research Institute, Otoyede, Delta State Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Nigeria Police Academy Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Lithium Development Commission Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Electricity Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Chartered Institute of Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Educators Nigeria Bill 2025, first reading. Fiscal Responsibility Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Federal University of Education Gusau Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading.
Honorable colleagues, the second business of the day is presentation of 3 reports of the Committee on Public Accounts. Standing in the name of Honorable Bamidele Salami, Honorable Salami is invited to present the reports.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Bamidele Salam. I represent Ede North, Ede South, Egbedore and Ejigbo Federal Constituency of Osun State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning and with your leave to consolidate this motion for the presentation of 3 reports. And so I move that the House do receive the report of the Committee on Public Accounts on the annual report of the Director General for the Federation for the year ended 31st of December 2019, Volume 1. That the House do receive the report of the Committee on Public Accounts on the annual report of the Director General for the Federation for the year ended 31st of December 2020, Volume 1, and non-compliance and internal control weaknesses issues in ministries, departments, and agencies of the federal government pursuant to Order 20, Rule 6.2.1 of the Standing Orders of the House of Representatives. And finally, Mr. Speaker, that the House do receive the report of the Committee on Public Accounts on the investigation into revenue leakages through the Remitter platform and non-compliance substantively with standard operating procedure and other allied service level agreement, HR 2211-2023. I do move, sir. Thank you.
Any seconder? Is the deputy chairman of the committee around? Honorable Umaru? No? Yes, Honorable Zach.
Thank you, Your Excellency, distinguished colleagues. I'm Doda Zakaria Nyampa, member representing the people of Madagali, Michika Federal Constituency, and a ranking member of the Public Account Committee. I rise to second the motion ably moved by the chairman to lay the report. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Honorable, please proceed and lay your report. The third business of the day is presentation of 2 reports of the Committee on Basic Education and Services. Standing in the name of Honorable Mark B. Hussaini, Honorable Hussaini is invited to present the report.
Your Excellency.
But before you do that, can you please see the leader of the House? It appears as if there are some areas of correction in your report.
Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Mark Hussaini. I represent Takum Donga Osa Federal Constituency. I am from Taraba State. Mr. Speaker, I would like to beg that I consolidate the 2 reports. I therefore want to humbly move that the House do receive the report of the Committee on Basic Education and Services on a bill for an act to establish gifted and talented centers in the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria and in Trans-Ikulu, Enugu State, and for related matters. I also want to move that the House do receive the report of the Committee on Basic Education and Services on the motion on the need to reverse the recent hike in school fees in Unity secondary schools in Nigeria. I humbly move, Mr. Speaker.
Is the deputy chairman of the committee around?
Yes, I am.
Please go ahead and second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Honorable Mukhtar Tolani Shagaya, representing Nigerians, starting from Ilorin West, Asa, Federal Constituency of Kwara State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion that the House do receive the reports as listed by my chairman. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The chair, please proceed and lay your reports. Honorable colleagues, the first order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to repeal the Insurance Act Cap 117, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the Marine Insurance Act Cap M3, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the Motor Vehicle Third Party Insurance Act Cap M22, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the National Insurance Corporation of Nigeria Act Cap N54, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the Nigerian Reinsurance Corporation Act Cap N131, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and to enact the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act 2004 to provide for a comprehensive legal and regulatory framework for insurance business in Nigeria and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 11th March 2025. I therefore call on the House Leader to move that the bill be read the third time.
Mr. Speaker, Professor Julius Ihanvere, Owa Federal Constituency, Edo State, I rise to move that SB 393 and HB 283 be read a third time, and also SB 675. Let me see, there's another one. SB 720, SB 36. No, those are second readings. Apologies. Just the first two be read a third time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder, the Minority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion for the third reading of SB 393 Senate Bill and HB 283 House Bill. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk?
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to repeal the Insurance Act Cap I-17 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the Marine Insurance Act Cap M3 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the Motor Vehicle Third Party Insurance Act Cap M22 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the National Insurance Corporation of Nigeria Act Cap N54 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the Nigerian Reinsurance Corporation Act Cap N131 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act 2005 to provide for a comprehensive legal and regulatory framework for insurance business in Nigeria and for related matters. Third reading.
Honorable colleagues, the second order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to establish Southwest Development Commission, charged with the responsibility, among other things, to receive and manage funds from allocation of the Federation accounts, including donation and gifts for the reconstruction and rehabilitation of infrastructural damages
Order, please. Honorable
suffered in
Masuru.
the region, and to tackle the ecological, environmental, and other developmental challenges in the region and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on Tuesday, 11th March 2025. I therefore call on the House Leader to move that the bill be read the third time.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that HB 283, as listed in the other paper, be read a third time. I so move.
The minority leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion for the third reading of HB 283. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to establish Southwest Development Commission charged with the responsibility, among other things, to receive and manage funds from allocation of the Federation account, including donations and gifts for the reconstruction and rehabilitation of infrastructural damages suffered in the region, and to tackle the ecological, environmental, and other developmental challenges in the region and for related matters. Third reading.
This bill is read the third time and passed. The third order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, as amended, to make provision for the establishment of Federal College of Agriculture, Zaria, Kaduna State, and for related matters, standing in the names of Honorable Abbas Tajuddin and Honorable Abubakar Mike Eleman. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 4th March 2025. I will now invite Honorable Maki to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I'm Abubakar Maki Eleman. I'm from Jigawa State. I represent Malam Kaugama Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move for a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, as amended, to make provision for the establishment of Federal College of Agriculture, Zaria, Kaduna State, and for related matters, HB 2116, be read for the second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Any seconder? Honorable Ali.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ali Emi Taufik is my name. I represent the good people of Mushiwan, Federal Constituency in Lagos. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the bill to be read for the second time as moved by Honorable Maki. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable colleague, this is an establishment bill, and it does not require much debate, so with your kind permission, we'll go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, as amended, to make provision for the establishment of Federal College of Agriculture, Zaria, Kaduna State, and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions for further legislative action. The fourth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Federal Universities of Agriculture Act, Cap F22, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal University of Agriculture, Okeho, Oyo State, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the bill was transmitted by the Senate, seeking concurrence of the House of Representatives. The bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 4th March 2025. I now invite the House Leader to move that the bill be read a second time.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. I rise to move that the bill SB 675, as listed in the other paper, be read a second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Minority Leader, please, can you second?
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion for the second reading of the bill. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This is also an establishment bill coming from the Senate, so with your kind permission, we'll just go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this bill to go for second reading should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to amend the Federal Universities of Agriculture Act Cap F22 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 to make provision for the establishment of Federal University of Agriculture, Okeho, Oyo State, and for related matters. Second reading.
Bill referred to the Committee of the Whole for further legislative action. The fifth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Federal The sixth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act, CAP 010, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2003, to provide for establishment of Orthopedic Hospital Toro, Bauchi State, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the bill was transmitted by the Senate, seeking concurrence of the House of Representatives. The bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 4th March 2025. I now invite Honorable House Leader to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Professor Julius Ihonvere, Owan Federal Constituency, Edo State. I rise to move that SB 364, as listed on the order paper, be read a second time. I so move.
The Minority Leader, please can you second?
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion for second reading of Senate Bill 720. And I also pray that Senate should reciprocate what we are doing. I so second.
You are very right, the leader of the minority. We hope the way we are considering the Senate bills, they also reciprocate and do the same thing. So many of our bills are still hanging for months and months, unattended to. So, honorable colleagues, with your kind permission, we'll go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Again, this is an establishment bill. It does not require much debate. So with your kind permission, we go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this bill go for second reading, say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to amend the Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act, CAP 010, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2003, to provide for establishment of orthopedic hospital to Bauchi State and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee of the Whole for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, I skipped the fifth order of the day with your kind permission. I'll go back to that one. The fifth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Federal Universities of Agriculture Act, CAP F22, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal University of Agriculture, Obiopa, Orukanam, Akwa Ibom State, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the bill was transmitted by the Senate, seeking concurrence of the House of Representatives. The bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 4th March 2025. I now invite the House Leader to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. From what I gather from the Chairman Rules and Business, since yesterday the Senate has started taking our bills. They took 2 yesterday, they are taking 2 today. They will do well to add 1 or 2 more. So thank you for bringing that up. I rise to move that SB, Senate Bill 720, be read the second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Minority Leader, please can you second?
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion for second reading of Senate Bill 364. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This bill, again, is an establishment bill. So with your kind permission, we'll go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this bill going for the second reading should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for an act to amend the Federal Universities of Agriculture Act F22 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 to make provision for establishment of Federal University of Agriculture, Obiakpa, Oru Kanam, Akwa Ibom State, and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee of the Whole for further legislative action. The seventh order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Federal Universities of Technology Act (CAP) F23 laws of the Federation 2004 to establish Federal University of Technology, Iche, River State, and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Kelechi Nwogu. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 17th October 2024. I'll now invite Honorable Kelechi to move that the bill be read a second time. Is Honorable Kelechi around? No? This bill is stepped down by the leave of the House. The eighth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to establish Federal Institute of Information Communication Technology, IDARE, Ondo State, to provide full-time courses, teaching, instruction, and training in information communication technology, and to provide for the appointment of the provost and other officers of the Institute to carry out the administration and the discipline of students of the Institute and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Akimbaso Festus Olariwaju. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 31st October 2023. I'll now invite Honorable Akimbaso to move that the bill be read a second time.
Right, Honorable Speaker. My respected colleagues, my name remains Honorable Akimbaso Festus Olariwaju. I represent the good people of Idonri, Ifedore Federal Constituency, Ondo State. Mr. Speaker and my colleagues, I move that a bill for act to establish Federal Institute of Information Communication Technology in Idonri, Ondo State with HB 783. Be read the second time I so move.
Any seconder? Any seconder? Honorable Ari.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Respected colleagues, Ali Mohammed Abdulmom is my name. I represent the good people of Nasarawa to the Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, from Nasarawa State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by a colleague, and I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable colleagues, again, this is an establishment bill. It doesn't require much debate, so with your kind permission, we'll go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this bill go for second reading should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. a bill for an act to establish Federal Institute of Information Communication Technology, Idanre, Ondo State, to provide full-time courses teaching, instruction, and training in information communication technology, and provide for the appointment of the provost and other officers of the institute to carry out the administration and discipline of students of the institute and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Digital and Information Technology for further legislative action. The ninth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to promote information technology education, entrepreneurship, and infrastructure development across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones, with Atisbo as the hub for the Southwest Zone and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Karim Tajuddin Abisodu. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 5th June 2024. I now invite Honorable Karim to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thanks most profusely. Honorable Speaker, colleagues, I am the Honorable Karim Tajuddin Abisodu. I represent the people of Shaki West, Shaki East, and Atisbo Federal Constituency. Honorable Speaker, I am from the Pay Center State, Oyo. May I move for a bill for an act, HB 1360, to promote information technology, education, entrepreneurship, and infrastructure development across the Nigerian 6 geopolitical zone, with Atisbo as the hub for the Southwest Zone, be read the second time. Honorable Speaker, I so move. Thank you.
Baelsa.
Thank you, our very revered and hardworking speaking speaker. My name is Honorable Chief Mitema Obodo, and I speak for Ogbea Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as moved by my colleague, the very hardworking representative of Kashi. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Again, honorable colleagues, this is again another establishment bill with your kind permission, and by the grace of my daddy, Honorable Karim Tajuddin, we can go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to promote information technology education, entrepreneurship, and infrastructure development across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones, with Atisbo as the hub for the Southwest Zone and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Digital and Information Technology for further legislative action. The 10th order of the day is a motion on rescission of clauses 9 and 14 of the Northwest Development Commission 2025, clause 15 Southeast Development Commission, and clause 4 of the National Youth Service Corps Trust Fund Establishment Bill 2025, pursuant to Order 9, Rule 1, 6 of the standing orders of the House of Representatives, standing in the name of Honorable Francis Waevi. Honorable Waevi is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Francis Ejirogene Waevi is my name, and I represent the entire people of Ughelli North, Ughelli South, and Udu Federal Constituency. I'm from Delta State. I rise to move this motion on rescission of clauses 9 and 14 of the Northwest Development Commission Bill 2025, clause 15 of the Southeast Development Commission, and clause 4 of the National Youth Service Corps Trust Fund Establishment Bill 2025, pursuant to Order 9, Rule 1, 6 of the Standing Orders of the House of Representatives. The House notes that the aforementioned bills were passed by the National Assembly, aware of the need to rescind the provisions of clauses 9 and 14 of the Northwest Development Commission Bill 2025, clause 15 of the Southeast Development Commission Bill, and clause 4 of the National Youth Service Corps Trust Fund Establishment Bill 2025 to be in tandem with similar federal government bodies, cognizance of the need to incorporate the new changes into the bills, the House resolves to rescind its decision on clauses 9 and 14 of the Northwest Development Commission Bill 2025, clause 15 of the Southeast Development Commission, and clause 4 of the National Youth Service Corps Trust Fund Establishment Bill 2025, and recommit the clauses to the Committee of the Whole for reconsideration. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
Honorable Zanna.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My respected colleagues, I'm Honorable Zanna Usman, representing the good people of Kagagu, Bioma, Gumeri Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Borno State. I rise to second the motion and rescission of clause 914 of the Northwest Development Commission, clause 15 of the Southeast Development Commission, and clause 6 of the Youth Service Corps Trust Fund, as raised by Francis Weber. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. These bills are committed back to the Committee of the Whole for further legislative action. The 11th order of the day is a motion on the need to construct a dam in Ramimbuzai, Kahuru, Igabi Federal Constituency of Kaduna State, standing in the name of Honorable Hussein Mohammed Jallo. Honorable Jallo is invited to move the motion.
Right, Honorable Speaker, sir. I'm Hussein Mohammed Jallo, representing Igabi Federal Constituency of Kaduna State. My motion is on the need to construct earth dam in Ramimbuzai, Kahuru, Igabi Federal Constituency of Kaduna State. The House notes that the earth dam, also known as embankment dam, is a type of dam constructed from natural materials like soil, gravel, and rock, with a barrier built across a watercourse or valley to impound water, control flooding, and provide water storage for various uses.
Chair rules.
Also notes that Igabi Federal Constituency is one of the major food-producing communities in Kaduna State and northwest Nigeria. They saw that the constituency frequently experiences seasonal flooding, resulting in the loss of lives, property, and agricultural produce due to lack of functional earth dam. Also disturbed that the existing water sources are inadequate to meet the increasing demands of irrigation, industrial and domestic use, as potential dry season storage water is lost, thereby leading to poor harvest. Cognizant that the earth dam, when constructed, will provide a reliable and sustainable solution to the challenges, as well as provide job, farming opportunities to thousands of inhabitants of Igabi, Sabon Garin Igabi, Kahuru, Ashafa, Gidan Malamai, Gidan Damo, Kemfa, Rinji, Uriya, Kwankwani, Tudun Umar, Hura, Gidan Lalli, Unguwan Bai, Unguwan Acha, Binnin Barwa, Rimaye, Fako, Ashehu, Baushe, Saroni, Hayin Malam, Sheka, and Bakin Kasuwan Jaji communities. Resolved, the House resolved all the Federal Ministry of Water Resources to conduct feasibility studies, environmental impact assessment, and community consultations to ensure the dam's sustainability and benefits to the local population. 2, also all the Federal Ministry of Water Resources to source the required funds and resources to finance the construction of the dam project in Ramimbuzai, Kahuru, Igabi Federal Constituency. And lastly, mandate the Committee on Water Resources as the slave to compliance to ensure compliance. Thank you.
Any seconder? Honorable Mohammed Bio.
Thank you, His Excellency, Mr. Speaker, my dear honorable colleagues. Mohammed Umar Bio is my name. I speak for the people of Barutin and Kayaba Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Kwara State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as moved by Honorable Jallo I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Maybe tomorrow. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Water Resources for further legislative action. The 12th order of the day is a motion on the need to revamp the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, Nigerian Pipeline Storage Company Depot, Ore, Ondo State, standing in the name of Honorable Festus Ayodele Adefirai. Honorable Adefirai is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Right Honorable Speakers, honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Festus Ayodele Adefirai. I represent the good people of Ileluji, Okegbo, and Ojigbo Federal Constituency from Ondo State. I rise to move a motion on the need to revamp the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, Nigerian Pipeline Storage Company Depot, Ore, Ondo State. Right Honorable Speaker, the House notes that the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited and its subsidiary, the Nigerian Pipeline Storage Company Depot, Ore, Ondo State, was commissioned in 1979 with a storage capacity of about 22 million liters, which play a vital role in the distribution and storage of petroleum pipelines across the country by ensuring availability and price stability. Also note that it serves as a key hub for petroleum pipeline distribution to the southwest region, facilitating a small and medium-scale enterprise relying heavily on petroleum products. Right Honorable Speaker, the House informed that revamping the Ore depot will not only improve the availability and avoid to prioritize the repair and rehabilitation of vandalized pipeline linking Ore depot for immediate resumption of operation in the facility. Number 2, mandate the Committee on Petroleum Resources mainstream to liaise with relevant stakeholders and assess the current state of Ore depot and ensure prompt action and its restoration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so moved.
Let's get a seconder. We recognize those who have amendments. So, a seconder. Peter, the Rock of the House.
The prayers, these two prayers should be deleted for the motion, the content of the motion, to be referred to the standing committee.
Of this motion to comment on that, and then we get a seconder, if any.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speakers. This motion is particularly targeted at Ore depot. So the motion is for Ore depot. So I don't know.
Those are subject matter. We want to.
A matter of urgent, the depot.
Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, the subject matter and the ad hoc committee that was set up yesterday are two different things. This motion is referring to a particular depot in Ore. The mover of the motion is saying that he wants the corporation to revamp the depot in Ore to be in working disposition. That is why he's raised this motion. It's totally different from what happened.
No, but I thought the issue is pipeline.
No, he's talking about depot. He's talking about depot here.
The resolution of yesterday affects also all the depots. It's holistic now. Yesterday's on.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is the subject matter of yesterday's resolution and today's the same. All talking about pipeline, right?
Yeah, he's talking about depot. The depot in Ore, a particular depot in Ore.
It's not the issue of the location. The issue. You should say nay. That is of it. Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. So this motion is, we already hit the gavel on this same subject matter. The gavel has already been hit.
Yes, point of order, sir.
Point of order in respect of this particular one that we have just decided?
No, not on the amendment, but the whole of the motion itself. My point of order, Mr. Speaker, my name is Ademore.
Are you sure it is not too late for you to talk about it? We already taken decision.
Has it been said? No. There is no gavel on the motion itself. I thought it's just on the amendment.
We just did that. We did. We did.
Okay, Mr. Speaker.
I'm so sorry. Maybe I didn't, I wasn't looking at your side for me to recognize you in good time. So sorry. So this motion is referred to the ad hoc committee on pipeline that was constituted yesterday for further legislative action.
Honorable Souza, order, please.
The 13th order of the day is a motion on the need to investigate allegations of abuse of Appropriation Act, violation of extant laws, rules, and directives by leadership of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Nigerian missions, standing in the names of Honorable Sekav. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Standing in the name of Honorable Sekav, Zua Yortom, and about 30 other members. So, Honorable Sekav, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Speaker that takes care of welfare of his members. Mr. Speaker, it's a coincidence that today I'm wearing my Sunday best, which was given to me by you as a Christmas gift. And I believe other members also benefited. And we need more. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I am Sekab Zwayotiom, member representing the good people of Buruku Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move a motion for a need to restore Nyamato constituency of Benue State. Mr. Speaker, the House notes that Nyamato State constituency in Buruku local government area existed among other state constituencies in Benue State under the defunct Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay.
Excuse me, please, can you sit down for a while, please? Okay. Sit down.
God have mercy.
We appear to have some mix-up in other paper here. We're trying to sort out, please. Just bear with us.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my name is Ademoni Kuya. I speak for Shomolu Federal Constituency. I'm from Lagos State, Mr. Speaker, Parliament. Mr. of Foreign Affairs.
Allow us take the motions so that you can take the issue, sir.
No, you have to defend why. First of all, for us to be able to know whether we need to continue hearing or we should take decision. He is raising a valid point of order, so you need to tell us, convince us.
It's after raising the motion, it can make an amendment. That is what I take, sir.
Did you hear his question? No, let's hear from the sponsor first. Did you hear what he said? So what do you have to say?
Okay, Mr. Speaker, to save time, maybe I'll just go to the resolve and the words.
You are jumping before the cart.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Maybe the chairman of the committee will be able to help in this.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Order, please. Order, please. Order, please. Honorable Shehu Koko. Please be seated, sir.
Honorable Wale, we're waiting for you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, my fellow colleagues. My name is Oluwole Oke. I'm from Ijesha North, Osun State. And by your powers and the leave of leaders of this House, I'm the chairman of House Committee on Foreign Affairs. Mr. Chairman, I just want to respond to the order raised by my senior, even at Obafemi University, Honorable Ademoni Kweye. Mr. Chairman, sir, there are precedents, there are rules, there are conventions in this House. One, if a matter is investigative in nature, by our experiences on this floor, it is not subject to debate. One. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Kuye had benefited from this same order he raised. He chairs the House Committee on Public Assets. Honorable Dante Esosa brought a motion on this floor to investigate the status of public assets. Sir, nobody opposed him. The House ruled that he should go ahead and carry out the investigation and bring this report. My leader, sir, Honorable Kuye, appears to want to dance within the arena without listening, without really waiting for this committee to come back and lay their findings on this matter. That is one. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, yes, by provision of Section 8889 of the Constitution, this Parliament has powers of investigation. But do you have powers to investigate a body that you do not appropriate funds to? Sir, in the course of affairs of the issues raised there, there are third parties that are private parties that will illegally, allegedly, occupy our properties, our assets. Mr. Speaker, there were allegations, particularly Nigerian permanent mission residents in New York, that was awarded to the tune of $2.4 million, that there were third parties involved. Under what rules would you invite them to this Parliament? So I want to plead with you, Mr. Speaker, to allow our colleague and 40 others to please move their motion, and then we'll look at the issues that they are canvassing vis-a-vis their prayer. I so submit. Thank you.
Honorable Kuye, can you come with Honorable Wale? Approach the chair. Leader, please approach the chair.
Members, please go back to your seats. Let's get seated, please. Honorable Jallo, order, please. Etibon.
Honorable Agwe, we have resolved that this motion should be stepped down for further consultation to be represented the next legislative date, if possible. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So please, if you can kindly move that we step down this.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleague, I have decided to step down this motion for further consultation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, my brother. This motion is stepped down by the leave of the House. The 14th order of the day, honorable colleagues, is a motion on the need to restore Iyamaso constituency of Benue State, standing in the name of Honorable Sekab Zua Iriom. Honorable Sekab is invited to move the motion.
Order, please. Order, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And we are sorry for the mix-up. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I am Sekab Zuayotiom, member representing the good people of Buruku Federal Constituency of Benue State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move a motion for the need to restore Nyamasto constituency of Benue State. The House notes that Nyamasto State constituency in Buruku local government area existed among other state constituencies in Benue State under the defunct constitution of the Federal...
Order, please. Order.
Of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1979, are made up of 8 council wards, comprises of Baka, Bayaka, Bakura, Baitio, Bade, Bazage, Etoro, and Shalu. Also note that Nyamaso State Constituency produced members into the Benue State House of Assembly from 1979 until the Third Republic was aborted by the military in 1993. Concerned that Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, acted at various times the number of seats which that state has in the House of Representatives divided in a way to reflect as far as possible nearly equal population. Also aware that Benue State, which has 11 of the Constitution, worried that Buruku Federal Constitution has only 1 member or seat instead of 3 members or seats as invested by the 1999 Constitution in the Benue State House of Assembly. Further aware that in 2004, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, wrote to the National Assembly to approve the restoration of the suppressed state constituencies across the nation. Cognizant that the Section 114, Sub 1, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, provides for a period of review of state constituencies. It states that Independent National Electoral Commission shall review the division of every state into constituencies at intervals of not less than 10 years and may alter such constituencies following the provision of this section to such an extent as it may consider desirable in the light of the review. Mr. Speaker, also cognizant that the last review of the state constituencies in Nigeria by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, was in 1998. resulting into suppression of Nyamato and 65 other state constituencies, regrets that from 1998 to date, over 27 years, the Independent National Electoral Commission has continued to suppress the Nyamaso state constituency and other state constituencies across 19 states of the Federation, even after the House, through a motion by Honorable Kingsley Chinda, resolve and direct INEC to restore the suppressed constituencies. Also regrets that the essence of participatory democracy is to ensure inclusive governance to bring about a balanced development in society, but the people of Buruku have remained excluded and underrepresented as a result of the unconstitutional suppression of Nyamato State constituency. Mr. Speaker, the House resolved, 1, urge the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to, as a matter of urgency, to compare with the extant law matters and the legislative.
I want to support.
Member representing Oju of a federal constituency. I'm from Benue State, the food basket of the nation, and a proud Igede son.
Those against you say nay. That is have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Electoral Matters for further legislative action. The 15th order of the day is consideration of 3 reports. Standing in the name of the House Leader, the Leader will move for their consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House do consider the following reports: HB 1593, SB 186, SB 411, that they be considered by the Committee of the Whole. I so move.
Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion as very ably moved by the House Leader. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Chair rules.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House do resolve.
Honorable Fulata, your group, please, can you be attentive? Please.
I rise to move that the House do resolve to Committee of the Whole to consider the reports listed in the order paper. I so move.
Minority Leader, please, can you second?
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I second the motion that the House do resolve into Committee of the Whole and that we set aside relevant rules to enable the Speaker preside over same. I so move. I so second.
Thank you. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. House has resolved through the Committee of the Whole. Is for an act to amend the Coastal and Inland Shipping Cabotage Act No. 5, 2003 to restrict the use of foreign vessels in domestic coastal and inland commercial activities, to promote the development of indigenous tonnage and establish a cabotage vessel financing fund, and for related matters. I now invite the House Leader to give the synopsis of this bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I'm Professor Julius Ihonvere, Owan Federal Constituency, Edo State. Mr. Chairman, this is a very straightforward bill. Over time, foreign vessels have often invaded our coastal waters, exploiting our marine life, and not even building any capacity for local shippers and explorers. In fact, in a public hearing sometime 2 years ago, local shippers lamented the way in which they have not been encouraged to perform maximally. In fact, it got to a point that you could hardly count the number of local ships or ships owned by local business persons that are operating in international waters. So this bill is designed to build the capacity of indigenous maritime trade, in inland trade, and restrict the extent to which foreign vessels have access to our domestic, coastal, and inland commercial activities. I think this is a good bill. It will promote indigenous tonnage, it will promote the indigenous businesses, create jobs for our people, and protect the security of our inland waterways. I think this is a bill we should support. We need it at this time. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, the Leader of the House. So, honorable colleagues, we go into the document proper. I think it has clauses 1 to 45. The schedules, explanatory memorandum, schedules, and the long title. So, clause 1, clause 2, Honorable Konta, what are you trying to say?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd just like to make a contribution to this bill. I'm seeing here that one of the requirements here is the establishment of a cabotage vessel financing fund and for related matters. Mr. Speaker, my background is in maritime, and I believe that there is already an existing act that established the setting up a cabotage.
Clause 33, clause 34, clause 35, clause 36, clause 37, clause 38 to 2, clause 43, clause 44, clause 45. Thank you very much. The schedules carried. Explanatory memorandum carried. Long title of the bill carried. Thank you very much. Honorable Aminu Jamo, why are you laughing? You want the Leader of the House to send you to ethics? Honorable colleagues, the second bill to be considered is for an act to establish Federal University of Agriculture and Entrepreneurship, Bama, Borno State, and make comprehensive provision for its due management and administration and for related matters. I hereby invite the House Leader to give the synopsis of this bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. This is an unusual bill because it seeks to go beyond the traditional establishment of just universities of agriculture or whatever. This includes entrepreneurship. And if you look at the bill, it lists a lot of innovative approaches in the education sector, beyond just advancement of learning and award of degrees or serving as agents and catalysts for postgraduate research. It also talks about relationship with other national institutions and finding solutions to the problems and needs of the agricultural sector and promoting sound basic scientific training. I believe that this university, when established, would address in a significant way the needs of this country in the agricultural sector, so that we train people and direct them, link them directly. They have skills and exposure to the entrepreneurial opportunities and resolve the unemployment problem we normally have in the country. I think this is a very good initiative. It's a good bill, and I want to recommend to my colleagues to support it because it would address a lot of the problems and challenges facing the country. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Leader. Honorable colleagues, with this explanation, we go ahead and look at the document. It has clauses 1 to 27, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. So with your kind permission, we go ahead and start the consideration. Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 3, Clause 4, Clause 5, Clause 6, Clause 7, Clause 8, Clause 9, Clause 10, Clause 11, Clause 12, Clause 13, Clause 14, Clause 15, Clause 16, Clause 17, Clause 18, Clause 19, Clause 20, Clause 21, Clause 22, Clause 23, Clause 24, Clause 25, Clause 26, Clause 27. The schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the third bill to be considered is for an act to establish Federal University of Medicine and Health Sciences, BIDAM, Niger State, for the purpose of providing quality education in medicine and health sciences and for related matters. I now invite the House Leader to give the synopsis of this bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Federal University of Medicine and Health Sciences, VIDA, Niger State, is designed for the advancement of learning, promoting research, awarding degrees and diplomas, but most importantly, Mr. Chairman, is that to have an emphasis on planning, adaptive, technical, maintenance, developmental, and productive skills in the field of medicine, biomedical engineering, scientific and allied professional disciplines relating to health resources with the aim of producing socially mature persons with the capacity not only to understand, use, and adapt existing technologies in the health industry, but also to improve on those disciplines and develop new ones, and to contribute to the scientific transformation of medical and other health practices in Nigeria. Mr. Chairman, when this university is established and it can achieve even half of these objectives, it would have contributed significantly to the health sector in Nigeria. I think this is good. They are going beyond just producing doctors, general doctors, but into people who are specialized in specific areas and exploring new frontiers in the area of health sciences and medicine. I recommend it to my colleagues, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leader. With this explanation, honorable colleagues, I invite you to go through these documents and approve accordingly. And this document or bill has clauses 1 to 28. It also has the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. So we start from clause 1, clause 2, clause 3, clause 4, clause 5,
Clause 6, Clause 7, Clause 8, Clause 9.
Clause 9.
Yes,
Clause 9.
the Vice Chancellor.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, Clause 9(1). The Vice Chancellor shall, in relation to each university.
Order, please. Order. Please, can we refer to page 7,
Clause
item 9?
1, page 7. The Vice Chancellor shall, in relation to each university, I think it's only one university that we are setting up this act for. So we delete in relation to each university. That's a proposed amendment, sir. For it to read, the Vice Chancellor shall take precedence before all other members of the university.
We have two choices, either to delete or to just remove each and put this.
Yes, sir. Either.
Which one is easier?
This.
Okay.
This.
So please, can we make the correction? Remove each on first line.
Honorable Goya,
and put
please.
this. Okay. Clause 10, Clause 11, Clause 12, Clause 13, Clause 14, Clause 15, Clause 16, Clause 17, Clause 18, Clause 19, Clause 20, Clause 21, Clause 22, Clause 23, Clause 24, Clause 25, Clause 26, Clause 27, the fourth schedule, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, I didn't extend to 28, clause 28 for records. Thank you. National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion, NOTAP, Act to change the use of the word national interest to public benefit and to increase the period provided for a term of contract as prerequisite to registration of the document under this act from 10 years to 20 years, and strengthen the capacity of the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion to monitor on a continual basis the transfer of foreign technology to Nigeria, encourage, regulate, and commercialize inventions, innovations, and research and development results more effectively, and enhance diversified representation in related matters. I'll now invite Honorable Zakaria Tijani Zanna, who is represented today by Honorable Nweke, to give the synopsis of this bill.
Mr. Chairman, honorable members, my name is Nweke Felix Uche. I represent Eleme Tai Oyigbo Federal Constituency. I'm from Rivers State. Honorable members, the chairman, this bill 1846, HB 1846, seeks to amend the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion Act of 1979. This important amendment will empower the office with the current challenges of overseeing technology transfer, adoption, and
technology in a very broad term. I would like for this to actually be changed or expunged where information communication technology is not included in the scope of this bill. Because we do have...
Are you saying because of the word technology, you are suggesting that it's ambiguous for it to be retained because it contradicts the NIDA Act, or what?
the NIDA Act, because they use the word foreign technology. Your Excellency, there's so many.
So what kind of technology do you want this bill to assume?
I would like for them to actually exclude information.
Okay, let's hear other views. Honorable Sada.
Chairman, with due respect to Honorable Stanley, if you can kindly refer yourself to the interpretation clause, you will see where terminologies were interpreted the way they were used in this act. If you isolate the word technology and try to infer a definition to it without making reference to the context it was used in the act, you will always get it wrong. But where you get it right is go to the interpretation clause. The interpretation clause, God so kind, did not recognize the use of the word technology in the act. So therefore, it did not interpret it. But it interpreted the broad context of technology. It interpreted ICT. If you go to interpretation clause, page 31, you will see where it interpreted ICT means information and communication technology. I think don't have that. I think that's basically what it is, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable, okay, thank you so much, Honorable Sada. Can you go to page 36 if you think we need to add an additional information? Craft it and let us know how you think it should be couched to show that this technology is only restricted to the provision of this bill.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you very much for your contribution, Right Honorable Sada Soli. I think the provision of the bill, what I'm trying to do here is to help us as an institution where there are not conflicts. What I would like to propose here is technology include all semantic applications of knowledge to practical tasks, excluding information communication technology.
You see why I am not too comfortable with this if you say information communication technology. This is a terminology that is just crafted by the House of Representatives for
so many overlapping functions where agencies are actually encroaching on the functions of other agencies. And I think as we are crafting this bill, Your Excellency, it's important that we delineate exactly areas of responsibility.
I thought in this context, even though I will yield the floor to my learned colleague here,
yes, sir,
is that under the interpretation or wherever, we just need to say this bill, the powers or functions of this bill should not in any way supersede any provisions made for other similar establishments.
Your Excellency,
so that it will at least.
If you look in the consideration of report on the 552 of the order paper, you will realize that they are saying that, let me read, strengthen the capacity of the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion to monitor on a continual basis the transfer of foreign technology to Nigeria. Foreign technology is so vast, Your Excellency, it's so vast.
I thought if you refer to 20, after the definition, you see that this bill has already been mentioned that it should be cited as the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion, not a bill. So I thought to that extent you know that the technology we are talking about is only specific to what the bill has already specified. So there will be no ambiguity.
All right, Your Excellency.
But let's hear from Honorable Wale, who is a learned lawyer, learned person. Maybe he has another
Thank you very much,
view
Mr. Chair.
on this.
Mr. Chairman,
I still remain Oluwole Oke from Ijesha North, Osun
Square,
State.
right?
Mr. Chairman, sir, I just want to come to support my brother, but to understand that he needs to understand the JD, the job description of NITDA, and what this bill seeks to do. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't even argue anything over this matter, because if this office acquires technology, NITDA can deploy it. So the agents of government, they work hand in hand together. There must be synergy between agencies. We can consult same.
After it is assented, 16, 19. Colleagues, the second report to be considered, I invite Honorable Zakaria Tijani Zanna to give the synopsis. Again, I believe Honorable Nweke is representing him on this bill as well, right?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, thank you. Honorable colleagues, Honorable Nweke Felix Uche, I represent Elemetai Oyibo Federal Constituency from River State. This report on HB 105562 repeat the 1995 Technology Business Incubation Foundation decree and enact the National Agency for Technology Incubation and other related matters, knowing the global importance of the Technology Incubation Program in driving economic growth and development. This repeal and the enactment bill will reposition the agency to fulfill its important mandate. I urge my dear colleagues to approve the committee's recommendations. I so move.
Thank you, Honorable Nweke. Honorable colleagues, with this explanation, we can go ahead and look at the clauses, beginning with clause 1, carried, clause 2, clause 3, clause 4, clause 5, clause 6, clause 7, clause 8, clause 9, clause 10, clause 11, clause 12, clause 13, clause 14, clause 15, clause 16, clause 17, clause 18, clause 19, clause 20, clause 21, clause 22, clause 23, clause 24, clause 25, clause 26, clause 27, clause 28, clause 29, clause 30, clause 31, clause 32, clause 33, clause 34, clause 35, sorry, clauses 1 to 35 we have done it. Sorry, I exceeded by. So, approval of the schedule carried, explanatory memorandum carried, the long title of the bill carried. Thank you very much. Even the thank you is carried. God bless us all. The Leader of the House, please can you move that we resolve back to, pardon? We still have another? You move that we resolve back to plenary.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I rise to move that the House do reserve to plenary, so the chairman and speaker can give reports from the committee of the whole to the House. I so move.
Minority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. House has resolved back to plenary to report progress.
Coastal and Inland Shipping Company, Federal University of Agriculture and Entrepreneurship, Bama in Borno State, to make comprehensive provision for its due management and administration and for related matters, and in so doing approved clauses 1 to 27, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Honorable colleagues, the House in Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to establish Federal University of Medicine and Health Sciences, BIDA, Niger State, for the purpose of providing qualitative education in medicine and health sciences and for related matters. And in so doing, approved clauses 1 to 8, clause 9 as amended, approved clauses 10 to 28, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Honorable colleagues, the House in Committee of the Whole considered the report of the Committees on Science and Technology on a bill for an act to amend the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion Act to change the use of the word national interest to public benefit and to increase the period provided for a term of contract as a prerequisite to registration of the document under this act from 10 years to 20 years, and strengthen the capacity of the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion to monitor on a continual basis the transfer of foreign technology to Nigeria, encourage, regulate, and commercialize inventions, innovations, and research and development results more effectively, and enhance diversified representation in its governance for broader sectoral coverage and for related matters. And in so doing, approved clauses 1 to 20, explanatory memorandum, and the long time,
Thank you,
the
Mr.
reports of these
Speaker.
documents.
I rise to move that the House do adopt the reports from the Committee of the Whole as ably rendered by the Speaker.
The Leader of the House, please can you move that the House suspend its relevant rules to take additional orders?
Mr. Speaker, Professor Ihonvere, Owan Federal Constituency, Edo State. I rise to move that the House do suspend the relevant rules in order to take additional reports by the Committee of the Whole. I so move.
The Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable colleagues, the next order of the day is consideration of 3 bills standing in the name of the House Leader. The leader will move for their consideration.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that the following reports, SB 561, SB 568, and HB 985, be considered by the Committee of the Whole. I so move.
The Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion that the House do resolve into Committee of the Whole. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. House Leader, please can you move that the House resolve to the Committee of the Whole to consider these reports?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House resolve to Committee of the Whole to consider the three reports earlier outlined. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I second the motion. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. House has resolved to the Committee of the Whole to consider the three reports.
Commissions Act and for related matters, I'll now invite the House Leader to give the synopsis of this bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. SB 561, this is simply, it's already passed, but there are some amendments that were made to the Principal Act, which is amended by substituting for the existing section, the underlisted was in Section 9, as well as inserting a new paragraph to reflect the established understanding and renumbering the existing paragraphs as outlined in the document before us. I move that we consider this as speedily as possible. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Leader. Honorable colleagues, this amendment is just restricted to clauses 9 and 14 and the long title, so with your kind permission, we go ahead and take a look. Clause 9, are we satisfied? Carried? Clause 14, carried? Long title of the bill, carried? Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the second bill to be considered is for an act to amend the Southeast Development Commissions Act and for related matters. I'll now invite the House Leader to give the synopsis of this bill. The House Leader, please.
Mr. Chairman, this is SB 568, Southeast Development Commission, essentially an amendment of Section 15, substituting the existing paragraph B and also inserting the new paragraph D and renumbering the existing paragraphs as outlined in the document before us. I urge my colleagues to pass this so that the Southeast will be at par with all others. I so move.
Thank you, Leader. Honorable colleagues, we can now go ahead and look at the only area of amendment, which is Clause 15, and the long title of the bill. Clause 15 carried. Long title of the bill carried.
Sorry, sir.
Thank you very much.
Clause 15, sir.
Pardon?
Clause 15.
Clause 14?
I was actually indicating, I was trying to discuss with the leader privately. I'm still at a loss because these are exactly the same things that we removed from Southwest yesterday. And from the wording here, although they are trying to say that we are doing the same by removing it from Southeast, but what we have is substituting for the existing paragraph B, new provisions as follows. And then the provisions are being itemized.
Are you telling us that we are still repeating the same?
The same thing.
We tried to correct yesterday?
Yes, sir.
The chairman rules, can
so
you
perhaps
take a look?
If we say that in-house there should be cleaning, they should clean it up so that the intent will be clearer, because from the language there, the intent appears to be a
So
little
let
bit-
it be written that the House, the clerks have been given the power to look inward and make any necessary cleaning to ensure the harmonization of the three bills. You understand? Thank you. The third bill, honorable colleagues, is the third bill to be considered is for an act to establish the National Youth Service.
The source of the fund, that in 4 section 1, the trust fund shall consist of A, 0.2% of the total revenue.
41A. The other sources are retained. This one is being deleted. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Do you understand what he's talking about? That B from 41B?
No, sir. We are parliamentarians here. You should state all the other sources so that we can know which one is cleared and which one that we are deleting. He didn't mention anyone.
I thought he's saying that of all the ones that were earlier mentioned,
Where are they,
only 41A is deleted, has
But
been
he said
removed,
retain and also said deleted.
leaving all other provisions intact.
We need to be very conscious of this. You say retain and you say deleted.
41 is retained, but 41A is deleted. That's what it says. I think it is clear. What I would have, I will agree with you, Honorable Maki, is that what we should have done, if you put 4.1, okay, is 1A, is still in respect of 1. Otherwise, we'll say 4.1, 2, 3, 4, if they are retained. But I can understand his own style as well, because the whole entire deletion or amendment is only in respect of 4.1. You understand? Yes. So he is saying that only 4.1A, subsection 1A, is deleted. So at least for the intent of this, let it be documented that all other provisions of 4.1 are maintained, with the exception of 4.1A. That's the only one. Honorable colleagues, are we together? So in this particular bill, we have only one clause, which is 4, and the long title of the bill. Clause 4, carried. The long title of the bill. Honorable Kaoji, do you have any question? If you don't have, we'll ask you. 6 p.m. Thank you very much for the reminder. Leader of the House, please can you move that we resolve back to plenary?
Mr. Chairman, I rise to move that the House be resolved to plenary and for the chairman to give a report to the House on the outcome of the deliberations of Committee of the Whole. I so move.
The minority leader.
Mr. Chairman, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion that we revert back to the House to report progress. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. House has resolved back to plenary.
Honorable colleagues, it's my pleasure to read the chairman's report. The House and Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to amend the Northwest Development Commissions Act and for related matters, and in so doing, approved clauses 9 and 14 and the long title of the bill. Honorable colleagues, the House and Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to amend the Southeast Development Commissions Act and for related matters, and in so doing approved clause 15 and the long title of the bill. Honorable colleagues, the House and Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to establish the National Youth Service Corps Fund to provide a sustainable source of funds for the National Youth Service Corps, skill acquisition, training and empowerment of Corps members, training and retraining of the personnel of the NYC, development of camps and NYC formations and facilities and for related matters, and in so doing, approved Clause 4 and the long title of the bill. Leader of the House, please can you move that the House do adopt the reports of this committee?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House to adopt the reports from the Committee of the Whole as ably rendered by the Speaker and adopt them as working documents of the House. I so move.
The Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Leader, please can you move that the House suspend its relevant rules to do a third reading of these bills?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that the House suspend all the relevant rules in order to take the third reading of these bills. I so move.
The Minority Leader, the bills that have just been read for the third time, let it be on record that they have been read the third time and passed. Go ahead.
I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. We have some announcements. The first one is coming from Honorable Onu Onyeche Blessing. She is informing that all members of the North Central Caucus that there will be an urgent meeting today, Wednesday, 12 March 2025. The time is 8 p.m. prompt. Venue house number 60, Nelson Mandela Street, Asokoro. This meeting is mandatory. Please endeavor to attend. Signed, Honorable Onu Onyeche Blessing, Secretary, North Central Caucus. Idris Wase's house today at 8:30 p.m. Well, the time was, so I think it is safer for the members to take the 8 o'clock rather than the 8:30, as announced by the Secretary. I think the two announcements are one and the same. Leader of the House, please can you move that the House adjourn to tomorrow, Thursday, 11 a.m.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Professor Julius Ihonvere, Owan Federal Constituency, Edo State. I rise to move that the House do adjourn plenary to tomorrow, 11 a.m., same venue. I so move.
Before I invite the Minority Leader, please let it be on record that tomorrow we dedicate the whole day tomorrow on the 4 tax bills. That will be the only business of tomorrow. So we are inviting every member, particularly those from Lagos, and even those in Lagos, from the rural constituency of Ikorodu, to be in attendance, please. Minority Leader, please can you second?
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion for adjournment. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There's have it. Honorable Kawaji, remain until tomorrow. And the two constituencies of Kebbi and Borno are invited tomorrow here.